Hello and welcome back to another final table commentary. Today we got a 530 deep stack from WCOOP 2025. We got Lena on the final table, Star Wins, DS10, Rate a Lot, Bowie Effect, Probers, Wattenlos, Maha, and M Flush. Rate a Lot off 20 blinds, comes in for the open with the King Queen. We'll see if Maha rips in the old Ace Jack. Could just go post flop with a call. They say we're gonna get this in pre. King Queen might just hit the muck here. We got $32,000 for the victory in the 530 entry. That's not too bad of a payday. Everybody's got $3,600 locked up. Got some small ladders, and then eventually it looks to be about a $6,000 heads-up battle. And as always, thanks to KalipokerTV. Poker replays. For the replay, if at any point in time you find yourself not giving a shit for the commentary, there'll be a link in the description down below to the video and Kali Poker, so you can go check out some more poker action in some silence. Bowie with sevens opens and takes it down pre-flop. Ace 8 for Star Wins, 14 blinds. Not gonna play that. Under the gun. Folds around to Maha with 42 on the button. Has a 5 and a 4, they're just going to let that go. M flush with 5-7. Might let this go. Lena in the big blind, that's kind of scary. Got a shit holding, we're just going to fold the small blind, move on along. King Jack suited for Proberus. 69 blinds for him, haven't seen them in a little while. Very good player, it's always fun to watch him, he's got big stack here. Certainly going to see them throw the chips around. King Jack will just take it down pre-flop though. Not too much action to start this bad boy off. We got an Ace 5 suited for Maha. Queen for Lena. There's a world where there's a 4-bet all in by Ace 5 suited. We'll see what size. Lena 3-bets 2 on the button here. It might be smaller. 6.5. Okay, that's a reasonable size. 4-bet probably wouldn't be all in. We could make it something like 14.5 blinds. Fold to a 5-bet. That seems pretty reasonable. 13.6 is Maha's sizing. We're still going to fold to the 5-bet all in. But it's kind of cool to see the action here. Maha gets after it. I have not seen them before, and they start things off hot. Running cold though. Queen for Lena rips, takes the pot down. King 10 suited, Maha's right back in there. What a poor choice of a word there to use. Hot. It's a fiery start, but you know, it didn't work out there. Very beautiful play with Ace 5. King 10 will just raise and take it down pre. Ace Queen suited for Star Wins. Lena with Ace 3 will come in for the open. We probably just get a jam and take it down pre-flop. No reason for Ace Queen to do anything too spicy. 4.5 blind seems like a silly size. Surely Star Wins just rips, takes the pot down, and we're moving on along. We are in the tank though. There's the jam. 5-3 for Bowie will get out of there. Don't think Lena calls here. Ace 3 suited, just hits the muck. Wattenlos under the gun. Queen 7 suited, folds real quickly. King 9 waits patiently in the big blind. Bowie with 21.5 blinds. Ace 8 off. What do we do? Limp? We'll face a raise probably by Proberus. We'll see what the heck happens. Do we just call and go post flop out of position? Bowie says, fuck all that noise, dude. Just rip it in pre-flop. King 9 suited hits the muck. I was wondering if like Bowie goes for a limp. Prober says raises. Bowie 3-bet jams. They say nada. We'll just jam from the small, take it down pre. King Queen for Star Wins. Looks like an open DS with Ace 8. We'll let that go. Rate a Lot Ace 7 will fold. Star Wins open, gets through pre real quickly. Ace 10 for Lena. We got a couple 7s. Bowie with 6s. Duck for Wattenlos. Don't think we're going 4 ways to a flop here. 7s for Star Wins is out of there. all the pocket pairs fold. Maha with 5-8 in the big will also fold. A real stupid start to the final table here. Probus with ace-10 suited. I guess we got quite a few shorties. What are we looking at here? Right a lot in last place with 15 star wins. Second last, 8th place with 18.5 blinds. Wattenlos in 7th with 19 blinds. Bowie with 23 in 6th. We got Maha in 5th. DS. Like, all these players are playing pretty short. Oh, I even forgot about M Flush there. I got King Queen flopping top pair. Proburus ace-10 suited. Sees the King 5-4 flop 1 spade. We'll see bet looking to take the pot down. Not gonna work out here. If I'm M Flush, I just call pre-flop. Or call on the flop, sorry. A lot of players come in for a raise. M Flush says we're going to see a turn there for the 1.5 blinds. Jack of spades is a juicy card. Probrush with the straight draw and flush draw. Looking for a queen or a spade, and ace also works. 9 blinds in the middle. I don't think we get king queen to fold on the turn. Probrush does go for damn near a full pot size bet. That's a big bet, dude. Just under 9 blinds into the 9 blind pot. Does M Flush just rip it in here? And Probrush is priced in for a call. King Queen call, spade on the river, bad news, board pairs. Backdoor flush completes for Probrush. M Flush sitting there with top pair, second nut flush blocker on the paired board, so it's not the second nut flush. Or I guess second best flush? How do you word that shit? I don't know, but I think King Queen just calls here. We got so many missed straight draws. There's like 6-7, Queen 10, 10-9 might be in there somehow, hearts. What else, Brendan? Is there ever like ace 10 of hearts? Probrush would be super aggressive. I believe all this shit would be in there. 6-7 did I say? 6-3? 6-3, Probrush might not open. Ace 2, ace 3. If I'm king queen, I just call here and I'm out of the tournament. M Flush is in a deep, deep tank. We got the spade blocker. We got top pair. Queen of hearts maybe is a bad card to have if we're being honest. As I was speaking out about some of the bluffs. Queen 10 hearts. We block that shit. And that's probably some of the most reasonable stuff. Maybe 6-7 is just as reasonable as Queen 10, but like 10-9's unreasonable, but still possible. M Flush does find the call with the king and the queen. Probrush takes down a huge pot. 95 blinds for him. We lose a body. Everybody's got about $4,500 locked up. Probrush is out of here, and we got an 8-6 open for Maha. Lena quickly rips the king queen from the small, and we'll take it down pre. Oh boy. So after a slow start, that was a juicy hand there. Unfortunately, M Flush is out of here. Didn't get to hear too much from him, but the king-queen call seemed pretty reasonable to me. Rate a lot with 10-9 suited off 15. We'll come in for the min raise under the gun. DS in the big with ace-10. They just play call. Take this one post-flop. Gonna be difficult for them to hang in there. 6-5-5 flop. Right a lot. We'll probably come in for a small 1.5 blind C bet. DS might call the flop bet. We'll see what the turn brings us. Right a lot with backdoor equity, spades, 8-7s all bring in draws for him. 10 or 9, but the 10 don't work. Oh, we get a free king of hearts. That's not what Rate a lot's looking for. Although that really improves his range, and DS might be less inclined to hang in for some calls here. He only got 13 blinds behind. Riddlot does find a bet. It's about 40%. And ace-10 hits the muck. Nice little steal by Riddlot as blinds go up. 3-3 for Riddlot in the big. I am a little worried for him. Ace-8 will come in for the open. We got about 16 blinds. I think 3's rip and probably just take the pot down pre-flop. Well, Riddlot takes it post. Jack 10-4 flop. No clubs for Lena. Backdoor straight draw. Flop goes check, check, ace on the turn. Right a lot does not put their life on the line, and they won't put any pennies in the middle here. King, queen makes a straight. Ace is obviously a bad card. Not too worried about a jack or 10. Do 5s or 6s ever turn themselves into a little bluff there? Probably not. There's a lot of flush draws. You don't really want to get check raised off the pot. Interesting little spot there. Riddle ends up just folding the 3s. Says, yeah, there's no way these are good. Ace 2 suited for star wins off 14. Looks like a jam. We could also come in for a min raise, which is cool. The min raise is cool, let me tell you. I don't think we're going post flop, but it's a cool strategy. Don't have to put your life on the line. King 3 for Bowie in the big blind. We'll get out of there. Star wins, takes it down pre. They move along with 16.5. Get a queen jack suited. Riddle out with ace king suited. Another min raise. Great spot with all these short stacks. Star wins does come in for the min raise. Good stuff. Rate a lot will rip. 13 blinds. I think they just take it down pre here. No reason for queen jack to call. No bounties on the line or anything. Do-do-do-do. E6 for rate a lot. Or that's Wattenlow, sorry. Wattenlow with E6. Rate a lot with the pocket pair just folds off 17.5. King 4 will rip right into the ace high, and that's 2 pairs. 10 on the turn brings in a straight draw. No jack for Probris. Would have been kind of funny. 32 blinds for Wattenlow. They move along sitting pretty. Looks to be third place position for him. Ace 10 suited for star wins. 2-2 for Bowie. Star wins comes in for the open. Another min raise. Another small pocket pair hits the muck. Maha with king 7 in the big blind. Not really the situation where you want to defend super wide. I'll just get out of there. DS gets queen, queen. Bowie with jack, jack. This is bad news. Probris is going to be folding a jack. Jacks just get this in pre-flop, don't they? This just looks like an easy 3-bet jam to me, but we might come in for a small 3-bet and we don't fold to the 4-bet. Yeah, 5 blinds is the size by Bowie. Oh, both the suits are dominated too. This is a bad situation. They've got one out. Good luck to Bowie. One out or one time. You get this in with not 17%. King, no straight draw, no nothing. 7 on the river. Bowie is Gonzo Alonzo in a set-up situation. DS, the beneficiary of a big cooler, sits in 3rd place now. Very comfy spot for him. How many players we got? 7? About $6,000 locked up for these players here today. Queen, queen for Lena once again. King jack suited off 17 will open. Face the 3-bet jam. Surely queens just take it down pre and we're moving on along. Da-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. King jack likes to see flops. Doesn't get to, has to fold. A6 suited right a lot. Lets that one go under the gun. Got a king queen for DS in the big. Queen jack for star wins. Hopefully gets saved by Lena's open. Jack 6 suited. Star wins won't rip from the small blind here. Alright. Surely we just let this go. Although if we jam, I think king queen folds. Star wins says, I like queen jack, but I think I'd have to fold here. DS in the big. 43 blinds. Just finds the call. Jack 7, 5 flop. Very weird spot for DS with 3 in a row, 2 overcards. There's a lot of straight draws out there, for being honest. Lena with top pair bets real small. No flush draw. Just kind of still expecting Lena to go for a big bet on the flop. We get a 10 on the turn, bringing in the open ender for DS. 9 queen, king, ace. All good cards for him. Another 10, that's not what we're looking for. DS checks over the king high. Lena with the toppest of pairs on the paired board bets 5.5. I think we just take the pot down. King, queen. There's like 8-6 maybe. What else is there? Like queen 9 would have bet the turn. Yeah, not really a good hero calling spot there with king queen. Nope. Ace 5 for Lena. We'll see if they come in for the open. That they do. Should have expected it. I'll just take the pot down pre. It does look like they'll put that pot will put Lena in first place for the time being. Jack from Aha. Come in for the open under the gun +1, 7-handed. King 9 in the big blind. Right a lot with ace 2. Don't do it, dude. Right into Jack. No, right a lot does find the fold. Good stuff. King 9 finds the call, and we get a queen 6-3 flop. Interesting spot for Jack. Pretty dry board. One overcard out there. Do we still go for a c-bet? I think we just take the pot down versus king 9, but interesting little spot there for jacks. You really don't want to face a check raise, and you're like, oh shit, man, there's so few draws out there. I guess some sort of 5-4 gonna check raise you. Yeah, like probably so. Still an overcard out there. Maha's not afraid of any of that shit, dude. He says, I'll go for my c-bet and take the pot down. King 8 suited for DS. Looks like an open off, or from the cutoff. Ooh, about 39 blinds. Wattenlos in the big width. 6-7 suited. Jack 8, 6 flop. Looks pretty good for the old King 8 of diamonds. 2 diamonds out there. Middle pair. I do like a check back. Could always bet though, of course. But I don't really want to bet big. It's a weird spot for DS. They go in the tank, bet about half pot. 3.7. A little bit more than half pot. Yeah, kind of a weird spot. Like, what I was just thinking, like, yeah, I don't want to really bet even the size DS bet. I was thinking half pot or less, but then you're like, look at the board. Do you really want to bet less than half pot? No. DS goes for a big C bet, takes the pot down. King Jack will limp it on in. Maha with ace 5 in the big blind. What do we do here, dude? We just check it back and see a Jack 8 flop. Top pair for Wattenlos. We'll check it on over. 3 blinds in the middle. Don't think this gets too spicy. 4 on the turn. Another check by top pair. Very interesting play by Wattenlos. I don't know if ace high bets at all. Getting to the river, we get the queen of diamonds. The flush completes. Does King Jack still go for value? That it does. That it does. We still play our kicker. We got jacks, 8s with the king kicker. Maha thinking about a hero call. Says no. How about that? 7-7 for Maha. 6-6 for Progress. Get the open from the cutoff. 21 blinds. Looks like a jam should come in here for Maha. We do have 2 shorties. There's a few $1,000s on the line. Maha says, I'm still taking the spot. We'll see if Progress gives him that big old stack here. 6s might hit the muck. Like, do we really want to take a flip here against ace king? Ace queen suited? Progress will tell us real shortly. Do we really want to lose our second place position? If Progress calls and he's wrong, he'll still have about 40 blinds. Would be just behind DS. They do click the call button. No heart in their holding. Just a 6 dealer. There's a fucking 6. 6 on the river. Maha's out in 7th. Progress gets a little lucky there. Building the big stack. 84 blinds back in first place. No way Maha just saw that 6 on the river. Poker Stars would do that to a man. Poor Maha. Played a good game, out in 7th place. It's a damn shame. They were looking to pick up a nice 40 blind pot or something. I want to put them in a pretty position moving forward, but instead they see the bad news. 7th place, $6,000. You're out of here. Hopefully we get to see some more action from them in the future. 7-7 for DS. Right a lot with Queen Jack suited. We got 5 blinds in the middle. There's an open under the gun and a call by 7s from the big blind. Right a lot goes for a C bet on the King 8-6 flop. 7's called. Deuce of diamonds on the turn. No help for Queen Jack of clubs, let me tell you. No equity picked up. No draw. Queen Jack will check. King on the turn. Pairs the board. The backdoor flush completes. There was only one backdoor, or only one flush draw. Any which way. Do you need to call it the backdoor then? I don't know. Anyways. King pairs the board on the river. DS goes in the tank here. I think this is a very clean check call. They bet 1 blind. Kind of effectively does the same thing, right? Right a lot's not going to bluff Queen Jack either which way. We do get a break to skip through. And a bunch of folds. King, or that's a queen and a 4. Holy shit, dude. Queen 4 for star wins. Queen 4. 13.5 blinds. Not too appealing, but if we do find the open, what happens? Do we get it through? Queen 9 for right a lot in the big blind. Starwin's taking a long break. I don't think they're actually going to play the hand here. I think in the end we just fold Queen 4 suited. DS with 6-3. Do we just fold that shit? Some players get after it, dude. Queen 4 still in the tank. I really should have just skipped forward in the video, right? But if we skip too far ahead, we're gonna miss what happens. Starwins is using their whole time bank. I can't believe we're just keeping this in the video and they eventually find the fold. And doesn't 6-3 just fold? Yeah. Just a walk for the old Queen 9, right a lot with 10 blinds. Whoa! The action is surreal. Jack 10 suited for Wattenlos. 30 blinds, opens it under the gun. 6-handed now. $7,800 locked up. Queen Jack for progress. Don't think Riddle lot plays the old Queen 7 on the button. DS will let go of King 4. Queen 10 for Wattenlos in the big blind. Plenty of playability here. Sees the big raise from the big stack. This is expected. I think Wattenlos just calls. We'll see 3 cards. Just starting to think, is there ever a world where we fold? We really want to wait for Raid a lot and Starwinds to bust, but Queen 10 has too much playability. 8-6-6 flop. Progress will c-bet and take the pot down. 8-8 for Starwinds. We got about 13 blinds. I'll rip them all in, dude. Oh, it comes in for the min raise. My apologies. Raid a lot with Ace 5. No, that Ace 5 hits the muck. Whoa, what's going on here? My mic's not... Hello, microphone. Are you gonna work for me? Work for me, microphone. That's better. Yeah, what was up there, microphone? Good thing I kept my eye over there. Sorry about that. Lena with Jack in the small blind will come in for an open. 2.8 blind Starwinds with Ace 10 suited. A bit of a cooler situation here. Personally, I just rip it in. It could call and go post flop, which is spicy. And the Ace high somehow might find a hero call. Starwinds is just in trouble here. They need some diamonds or an ace dealer. It's very concerning. What's up with my microphone? I was just thinking today I need to get a new microphone. Anyway, Starwinds gets it in pre, finds an ace, any club, or... Oh, 4 clubs on the river. Lena does get there. Starwinds is out of here. Oh no. Lena had a boat draw to the jack. I don't know if they had a straight draw there. They had the club draw. That gets there. Lena up to 80 blinds. DS with 9-8 in the small. We'll think about a jam. They do take it. They make it about 6 blinds. Right a lot has just under 9. Very interesting size. What's going on, microphone? Hello? Yeah, the microphone's breaking, dude. Right a lot folded that jack 9 there. Facing the effective jam. Guess I gotta keep my eye on the fucking recording thing. That's annoying. I'm just trying to watch some poker here, and now I'm all worried about my microphone. King 10 for DS. They raise and take it down pre. Blinds go up. Fuck, I guess I gotta buy a new microphone. King Jack for Watlos. King and a jack. I'll eventually fold to him. Wait, Progress was 7-6 on the button. They got a big stack. They're gonna open it up. 2.2 blinds is their size. That King Jack hits the muck. Queen Jack for Lena in the big blind sees a 6-4 2 flop. Lena leads small. Top pair calls. 10 of hearts on the turn. Flush draw. Lena bets huge. 7-6 calls once again. Hearts complete. 21.5 blinds in the middle. Lena bets full pot. Pair of 6s plus the flush or the straight flush blocker might bluff. Starwin or Probris might rip it in here. Don't we have to call at least? But then we might lose to like a 10. We might want to bluff off the pot. Queen Jack of hearts. I think we call the jam, although we don't really want to see it. We've got like the 4th nut flush or something like this. 8-7 of hearts. Ace high hearts, king high hearts, queen high hearts is the 4th nuts. Progress goes in the tank. Don't rip it in, dude. I want to see you move along, but I think they're going to find the call in the end here. Lena's super aggressive. Yeah, Progress does find the call. Sees the bad news. Nice play by Lena. They go for a donk bet on a board that's good for the big blind. Pick up a flush draw, bet big. Make your flush on the river, bet pot. Get paid off. See the good news? That's unbeatable strategy right there. I think Lena had a small pocket pair. They let that go from the small blind. Watnos Jack 7 suited will just raise and take it down pre-flop. 6-7 suited for Lena. Queen 9 for Radelot in the big blind. Just gonna fold, dude. Just gonna fold. I thought we'd at least call. I was almost thinking about a jam there. Anyways, Radelot says we're gonna fold and move along. Queen 8 suited for Lena. We'll open it up. King Jack for DS. 33 for Radelot will fold, I think. Oh, facing the 3-bet. Yeah, easy fold. I want to see 3 cards here, dealer. Queen 8 suited on the cusp of seeing 3 cards. Maybe not, though. Wolf. Yeah, Lena says probably not here. Like, maybe Queen 10 suited. Maybe Queen 10 suited we call. Maybe even not, right? Do we really want to go post-flop in that situation against DS? I don't think Lena does, and Lena is a very smart, capable player. Jack 10 suited will come in for the open. Queen 7 Radelot will surely just get out of there, right? Probris with Ace King in the small will 3-bet all in. 43 blinds. Yoinks them all in. Takes it down pre. No big pot there. Probris says we're not going to go play post flop, dude. Not if you're just going to make a flush against me. Ace 4. Wattenlos will limp it in. Lena was 6-3 in the big blind. I'll check it on back, and that's a straight draw to the 5. First, a pair of 4s. Wattenlos bets About half pot, a little bit less. Get a quick call by Lena and they make a pair of sixes. That's best for the pot. 5 blinds in the middle. Watnos checks it over. Lena bets real small, 1.7. These 4 calls. 5 on the river. Lena does make the straight. Bets again. Takes the pot down. Moving on along. Easy day for Lena here. Ace 2. Prober's just going to fold the cutoff. 3-4 suited. Lena will raise the 4 blinds and take the pot down pre. It was so weird with my microphone. Like, it seems to be working just fine now. For the past like 3 or 4 minutes or whatever. That's not too indicative of anything, but it cut out like twice. Anyways, looks like things are going just fine now. Lena with an open takes it down pre. I think they had a king and a 3. Ace 2 for DS. We'll open it up. Poor rate a lot with 2 blinds. Has to fold the small. Queen 7 for Probus and the big will get out of there. King Jack for DS. Coming for another open. Not in second place. They're in third place. 5.1 blinds. Probus barely covers him. But I don't know why I said all that. DS raises, takes the pot down pre. Now they're in second place. Don't think we need a hand-by-hand update, ya donkey. Ace 2 for a lot. We'll stick it all in for 2 blinds. Watnos with ace 9 suited. We'll rip it in for 18. Isolate the pot. We're looking for a 2. Is there any? Oh, a 2. No 9 on the river. Rate a lot moves along with 5 blinds. No problem. Poker Stars says rate a lot. Here you go. A little duck. A little quack quack on the turn. We're moving along. Ace 7 suited. Lena will open. Go 4 blinds still. Big sizings by Lena from the small. They take it down pre. Queen 8 on the button will open. Take it down pre most likely. 6-3 in the big. Not really a calling hand. Rate a lot. Has shown us the proclivity to kind of pass on some spots. The Queen 9 suited was a fold in a very similar situation. Don't think 6-3 calls here. Uh-oh, 6-6 versus 9s. 6-6 versus 9s. If I'm right a lot, I am out of the tournament. Unless I find a 6. Both our suits are dominated. Maybe some straight help. Nope, not on that flop. Just a 6. Not for Rate-A-Lot. Probus finds the 6 when they need it. Rate-A-Lot's out in 5th. They get about $10,000 with 500 on top. How do you call it? How do you word that? 10.5 grand? Does that work? Yeah, 10.5 grand for Rate-A-Lot. Out in 5th place. Not too bad of a showing here today. Ace 5. Probus opens it up. King 5 for Lena. Defends the big. We get a check down pot. Lena stabs very small on the river. Takes the pot down with no pair. Jack 7. Lena raises to 4 blinds again. DS. Gonna be forced to see a flop here with King Queen. We could always raise. Take the pot down pre. DS says no. We'll go post flop against Lena. King 10-2 flop. We got top pair. Backdoor flush. Backdoor straight. We call. I think we just keep the bluffs in, right? DS says no. We raise it up to 8.5 and we will buy the pot right here and now. King Jack suited. King Jack suited in the small blind. DS will raise. We'll see what size they elect to go. 3.57. A little extra spice on top of the 3.5 regular size. Ace 4 calls. We get an 8-7-5 flop. King Jack checks it on over. Straight draw for Probus to the 6. We'll check it on back. Ace high still best jack on the turn. Top pair. DS bets. About half pot. Ace 4. Probus does hero call. 3 on the turn. River. Holy shit, dude. 3 on the river. Progress blocks the nut flush. Bunch of straights where possible. 10-9, 6-4, 6-9. Top pair bets 5 blinds. We'll see if Progress goes for a jam on the river as a bluff. Blocking the nuts. And if I'm King Jack, I fold, dude. There's the bluff. 25 blinds. Very interesting. 20 more to call. 8 behind for Progress. And again, if I'm King Jack, I just let this shit go. I am like, oh no, what did I get myself into? DS, however, we'll see if they can find the call here. Top pair, our king kicker means nothing really. We don't block bluffs, I guess. You don't expect no Jack 10 to do this. Your king kicker means nothing. Ace Jack wouldn't do this, I don't think. There's a blind on blind pot. Ranges are fucking wide, dude. Interesting spot. We'll see if DS can find the hero call after Progress goes for the big bluff on the river, blocking the nuts. Personally, I would have went all in for Progress. I don't quite understand why we leave ourselves with 8 blinds. Don't quite get that. There's the call by the King Jack. Very nice hero call by DS there. Progress down to about 8 blinds, 5-4 suited in the small. 90 blinds for DS. What a call there. 90 blinds. Holy shit. Watt and Los was 6-6 in the big. They face a jam. Progress will be out of the hand. 6-6 calls with about 66%. 7 on the flop. Are you serious? No 6? No 6 dealer. Watt and Los is out of here. Progress does get a ladder. DS is in first place now. 100 and what? Like, what does it matter? 107 blinds? 8-5, do we rip? Ace-2, do we call? Yes, we do. 8-5 might fold if we're being honest. DS limps it in. Progress quickly rips. That'll take the pot down. So 18,300 bucks locked up for these 3 players. Ace-2 for DS. Couple of ducks for Lena in the big blind. DS opens, 2-2 calls, Queen 9-8 flop. DS C bets and 2s hit the muck. 10-3 suited, Progress is out of there. Queen 7 will limp it in, 9-5. I think we just check and see a flop, but DS, we'll see if they're gonna take some aggressive lines here against Lena in position. We still got Progress hanging out. This is a good time to take the spot if we're being honest. They make it 4 blinds to go and take the pot down pre. Ace-Ace for Progress. Queen 10 suited for Lena. I think we get a full double here. Big 2.5 blind open size. Jack 6 suited hits the muck, of course. Progress quickly rips, looking for queens. A 9 or a king, dude. Straight draw does not get there. Top set will hold up. Progress with about 16 blinds now. Still in the game. 7-2, not a play, nope. Not much doing here neither. 8-5 will limp it in. King 2. We'll see if DS continues to raise it up here with the shorty still in the game. No, they check this one back. King 2 is my least favorite hand of all of the hands to be dealt. Ace-Ace-6 flop. 8-5, Lena checks that shit over. Free 2 on the turn. Just kidding, King 2 is the best hand in the world. King 2 offsuit. So playable. So much showdown value. We check and we get a 4 on the river. We face a small bet, 1.2 blinds, quickly call, see the good news. Beautifully played, King 2. Queen 2, another shit holding. My second least favorite holding. Queen 2 limps it in. 10-4, we'll check it back for Progress. We get a King 9-8 flop. The old King 9-8 flop. DS will go for a little bet ski, 1 point something blinds, and take the pot down. 1.0 blinds. Ace 10 for Lena. King 3 just folds the button. Queen 4 gonna fold the small. No action for a playable holding there for Lena. 9-7 gonna fold the button. Jack 3 gonna fold the small. Oh boy, this could get boring for a little while. Ace Jack versus 2-5. Limp raise, fold. No, just a walk. Got 3 straight walks. Oh, look, dude. I've got a lot of things to say about everything in the world, but in this 3-handed battle where it's just going to be 3 straight walks, a jam from the small, man, I've got nothing to say about this. Jack, Jack for Probris. Now coming for an open. Do we just take it down pre? Queen 4. Do we defend the big blind or no? 5 straight hands, just no action. Oh, we do get a call. 8-8-2 flop. Holy shit. This could get boring. 1 blind bet by Probris. Take it down pre. Moving on along, blinds do go up. It's a deep stack tournament, so I don't think blinds are going to be quick. King 7 suited comes in for the open. Here's a flop again. Okay, we're back to playing some poker. Sorry about my complaints there about 3 hands in a row. Well, we didn't see a flop. 10-3-2 board. Queen 8. Check fold. And we're moving on along. Jack 2. No. 9-3. Do we even limp or is it a walk again? Oh, we're coming for a 2.5 blind raise. You love to see it. Probris gets after it. Takes the pot down pre. That was kind of cool. 6-9 folds. Queen Jack versus Ace Queen. These are 2 playable holdings. We get a limp and a raise and a call, and we're off to the flop. See what size DS goes. 4 blinds is the size. Quick call by Lena and a queen high board. Bad news for Lena fans. Queen 7-2. There's a flush draw out there. Very few straight draws. King on the turn is great for Lena fans. Does this go check check or does DS go for another bet on the turn? Check the river. DS goes in the tank. Checks the turn. 5 of clubs. Then it goes for a value bet. 9.3 blinds. Ace Queen will call eventually. And see the good news. No reason for Ace Queen to raise it up here. Taking a while here for DS to call. Flush did get there. There we go. Sorry about my complaints about DS's time. Queen 10, Lena opens it up. Not much doing here. 5-7 for Probris in the big. Likes to see flops. They come along. 6-5-2 board. Flop goes check check. Ace on the turn goes check. Bet. Call. What do we do here, Probris? 3 on the river. 1-liner to a 4 goes check check. We take the pot down. 12 blinds in the middle. We're moving on along with 20.5. Lena rips. Call. Do it, dude. Call. 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 Does an ace rip the river? Probably. 8.5 blinds. We gotta get back in the game here, dude. We gotta call 8.5. Probris doesn't have much time bank here. Find the call, dude. Find the call. Click the call button. Oh, no, we can't click the call button. We find the fold. Nice bluff by Lena. They're moving on along with 63 blinds. I kind of wanted to see Probris get back in the game here. King 7 for DS will open it up. King 8 defends the big. King 5-3 flop. Good news for Lena fans. DS bets small. Lena quickly calls. 10 on the turn. We still play our kicker, but a 5 or 3 is a chop. 10 is clean. Any card above a 4. That's clean, yeah. We're still playing kickers. King 8 goes for a small value bet. 2.4 blinds, and I think DS just calls, sees the bad news. Lena up to about 70 bigs. King 9 rips it in, excuse me. DS probably folds. The old king 7 in the big at about 6. Oh, 6 blinds to call. They find it, looking for a 7. No chops. Wow. Just like that, Probers does get the full double, 16.5 blinds. You get a couple of 6s. Looks like a 3-bet jam spot for 16. Facing the button open. Jack 9 will fold. Probers takes it down pre, moves along with 19 blinds. Just like that, they are back in the game. 9-9, Lena will get a walk. King 9, Probers opens it up. Queen Denver DS. We'll play call. King Queen Jack flop. Interesting. Middle pair with the open ender DS. We'll check call pretty well any bet here. Obviously not an all-in 4x over bet, but Probers will come in for a C bet. Very reasonable size. And there's a 9 on the turn. That's 2 pair versus the straight. If DS checks, it goes check check. DS could have led, which was unlikely. There's a hard draw. Oh, Probers does go for a value bet here. 3.7 blinds. Do we check jam the straight? No, we call another 9 on the river. Probers gets there with a full house. 15 blinds. We got 11 behind. Surely Queen 10 calls the river jam. Surely, right? There's no way we fold. We got the full house blocker. Yeah, we just snap call. See the bad news. Big pot for Probers. 37.5 blinds. Right back in the game. Jack 10 and Jack 10. And a 10-4. Look at all those 10s, dude. BS. I think we just fold the small. Oh, we're coming for a big 3-bet 9.5 blinds. Take the pot down pre. This Lena gets real sticky with the Jack 10 off. Do they read into the big 3-betting size? No sirree. Lena moves along. King Queen DS gets after it once again with an open. Ace 9. Lena is a calling hand in the big blind. Although some really aggressive players take this, stick it into a 3-bet bluffing range. 3-handed, we'll see what Lena elects to do. Feels even more possible right now. Lena says no, we're gonna go post flop. 9-5-5 is the board. There's a flush draw out there and plenty of straight draws. Lena with the toppest of pairs gets a free 3 of spades on the turn, completing the flush. King Queen with the flush draw, 2 overcards, sees a small bet, 1.6 blinds into a pot of 6.5. Feel like we call. Another spade on the river. DS does get there. It was like the 15th nuts or something like this. Feels like a value bet. There's a world where Lena calls. 7 blinds to go. 8-6 made a straight. Lena reasonably folds. Good stuff. Lena moving on along with 60 blinds. Says I'm not going to donate another 7 bigs to this gentleman. DS gets there. Takes down a fair pot. There's a queen and a 4. Surely lets that chick go. Nada. We're off to a flop. 9-6-3 is the board. Queen 4 sees. Interesting little combination of cards. Plenty of potential straight draws. Queen 4 has nothing, dude. Backdoor straight draw. Top pair for Probers. Bet small. And Queen 4 folds. What do you know? 7-4 suited. We could raise it up here. Probers with Jack 10. Waits patiently in the big blind. We'll call and see 3 cards. 3.5 blinds is the size. Queen 8-8 with 1 spade for DS. Has the backdoor straight draw. Probers with a straight draw to the 9. Jack 10 is best for the time being. 7.4 blinds in the middle. We get a king on the turn. Another spade. Good card for DS to bet here. Yes, sirree, a good card to bet. 2.4 blinds, a third pot. Good spot for Probus. They quickly call and find a 10 on the river. Blind on blind. Big raise pre-flop. Checks the flop. King on the turn. Plenty of flush draws out there. Plenty of straight draws. A few of them get there. Jack 9, Ace Jack. We block that shit. We block some 10-8 boats. Block some 2 pairs. Maybe that's more reasonable. King 10, Queen 10, which doesn't matter as much. 7-4 doesn't bluff the river, so all those words mean nothing. Probus will get showdown. Take down a fair pot there. Moving along with 44 blinds. And a 3-bet to 7-6 suited here. Good timing. 4-3 suited for DS on the button. Surely they just fold that, right? Probus's aggressive 3-bet will get through pre. Ace Queen for DS in the big 3-3. Lena will come in for a big raise. 3.5 blinds. Being covered by DS is kind of interesting. I think we come in for a 3-bet here with the Ace Queen. Oh, that's a stupid comment. Oh no, what do you know? Ace Queen does just call. I thought we came in for a 3-bet. Not only was my comment stupid because it seemed pretty reasonable, almost too reasonable to even comment, but DS says, no, your comment is actually so stupid, it's just a spot where I'm going to just call pre-flop. Flop 3 of a kind, pair 3s, bets. Is that a call of the raise? 5 on the turn. Brings in a flush draw, but it is a relative brick here. There's still the old Jack 10, Ace Jack, Ace 10, 10 9, not likely. But that other stuff was a little bit more likely. 3-3 will fold on the 5 turn, and we're moving on along. Fair pot for DS to take down there, and they get a couple of 6s versus Queen 8. King 4 in the big blind. I think we're just going 3 ways to a flop. Probus does just call. Jack 9, 5 is the board. 6s are best. Lena with a straight draw. Probus with backdoor flush draw. Backdoor straight draw in there too. Lena bets 2.3. Oh, and they just take the pot down. Their 6s. Yeah, I guess they don't have a good reason to call. And the King 4 with a little bit of backdoor equity could go for a check raise bluff, but didn't want to take a very marginal spot. 8-7, Probus, will come in for a big raise, 3.5 blinds. Lena calls the Jack 4 suited, flops middle pair. Probus with the straight draw continues. With a bet ski gets called. 3 clubs on the turn is a big old brick. 6 on the river. Another big old brick. Jacks will get showdown. Scoop a pot. Probus still with 40 bigs. Sitting fine. Lena with King 8 will raise 3.5 blinds. 6-6 for DS. Let me tell you, we had a slow start to the 3-handed battle, but it is sure as shit picked up here. 6 is call, 10, 5, 3 flop. Not a great reason for Lena to bet. They go for a check. 6-6 with a heart. We could go for a protection bet and get called by worse. But a third pot, we'll just take the pot down. King 10 suited opens it up for Lena. Ace 4 for Probus. Personally, I call, but some players go for 3 bets. 8-2-2 flop. There's a flush draw for Lena. Ace high still best, finds the call. 6 on the turn. Flush draw goes for a big juicy bet on the turn here. Not easy for ace high to hero call still. King 10 will just take the pot down on the turn. Ace 10 will limp it in for Probus. Lena with 7-2 raises it up. 4 blinds. Get a quick 3-bet jam. Ace 10 takes it down pre. Ace 7 comes in for another open. This time from the button. No action. Jack 3 just hits the muck. There we go. Not much here. DS with King 8 might raise the small blind. Take it down pre-flop. DS, makes it 3.5 blinds to go, and the bet does just get through pre. Ace 2 suited for Progress. I think they're playing a limping strategy right now. Makes a lot of sense, being covered by Elena, who's an aggressive-ass player. Just like we saw with that old 7 deuce, coming in for a 4 blind raise facing the limp. This time, Jack 6 will just check it all the way down to the river, and 2.4 blinds will slide over to Progress. How exciting. 6-7 suited opens it up. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. King Queen suited calls the big blind. We get a King 9-7 flop. For me, I really like a bottom pair check back, middle pair check back. I thought Progress was the type to stab with those bottom pairs. They say, no, I'm gonna actually just check it back. How about that? Jack on the turn. Top pair will go for a big bet, and bottom pair can just fold. Progress loses no pennies there. Queen, queen, Lena will open. 5-3 suited will defend the big blind. We got an ace jack 4 flop. That's a straight draw, backdoor flush draw. There is a world where we get a check raise. Yeah, there's a small check raise. Queens find the call and a 10 of clubs on the turn. Things just get juicier. Does Lena hang in there? Oh, Progress checks. I thought things were gonna get real spicy. Free 7 of diamonds on the river. Progress does get to see all 5 cards. Picks up equity. Throws the 5 high down. They only bet like 4 blinds on the pot. Or on the flop, holy shit. But what that allowed them to do any which way was see the river for free. Lena just checks back queen, queen instead of going for another Betsky. Very interesting play by Progress. Did work out in their favor. Except for the fact that they didn't make their hand. King Jack. I think we limp it on in. King 4. We check it on back, and an ace 8-2 flop goes bet call. Queen on the turn. Straight draw for Lena. They check it on over to the King 4 no draw. Do we have chop pots here? I don't think so, right? I don't think a 2's a chop. Deuces with the ace, king, queen. Oh, it's a chop. My bad. I thought the jack still played somehow, but that was 6 cards. Blinds go up. Ace 9 suited for DS. Ace 9 limps it in. Interesting little switch of the pace. 3-2 will, or queen 2 will raise to 3.5 blinds. Holy shit, I must need a break. My brain's slipping up here. Queen 2 raises it up, flops 2 pair, and the nut flush draw for DS. Sorry, I should have put a comma in my sentence there. Progress with top and bottom. We'll go for a 3rd pot size bet. DS just calls, bangs off the flush on the turn. 12 blinds in the middle. Not too sure how this one goes here. Progress still loves their hand, right? Has a full house draw. They bet half pot. Kinda just want to see DS call. Maybe a little queen or 2 on the river. Jack of diamonds, so some straights get there. Ace 10. There's still clubs potentially. DS checks the nuts. Does Progress still go for a river value jam? No, DS doesn't get the maximum. Progress sees the bad news. 19 blinds. Moves on along in a spot where they could have lost it all if DS had check raised the flop. Anyways, Progress moves along, flops 3 of a kind, bets 1 blind, gets a call by the jack and the 10, who picks up a open-ended straight draw on the turn, looking for a queen or 7, and Lena finds it. Progress bets quite large into the small pot. Lena with the flush completing. Personally, I go for a call because I'm a wuss. I was thinking Lena's gonna rip it in here, dude. They'll go for maximum value, try to get paid by a 9, and if I'm Progress, I just call and see the bad news, even though some shit got there. There's a 10-7 that you block, that's a bluff. 6-7. There's some shit that you beat there as a bluff. Progress call, sees the bad news. What a horrific run of cards for Progress. Always fun to see them with chips. They threw them around here today. Played a damn good game. Out in 3rd place after starting this bad boy off with the biggest of stacks. Ace 2 suited, Lena with a straight draw to the 5. Backdoor flush draw, goes for a bet in position, heads up here. Ace 6 will call and see a 10 of spades on the turn. Ace 6 is still best, I do suppose. Lena over bets 9.5 blinds. Ace 6 not going to be able to hang in there. No. Ace 4 versus King 4. A couple interesting little situations going on here. King 4 is suited. We face the min raise. We quickly call 6. Oh, the devil's number. PokerStars does this too frequently. There's no way it's a coincidence. King 4 calls the flop bet. We get an ace on the turn. Locking up the board here unless there's a 6 on the river for a chop pot. PokerStars would do that to DS. The bet's quite large here, about 5 blinds. Takes the pot down with the toppest of boats. No, ace ace would be the toppest of boats. My apologies. King 10 versus King 4. Lena flops a pair of 4s. In position, they go for a small bet. King 10 might float. Do we ever just fold here with no real draw? Nah, King 10 says, I gotta float. 2 overcards. Heads up poker. Let's see a turn. 5 of clubs. Puts a 1-liner to a 6 out there. DS thought a second about going for the lead. Get a king on the river. Don't think this gets too spicy. DS could go for a bet. 6 blinds, real big. 2 pairs, just calls. Flush got there, and a 1-liner to a 6. 2 pairs, does see the good news. King 3 for DS. They will open it up. Jack 7 suited. Lena defends the big blind. 9-8-3 flop. Bottom pair versus straight draw. 2 live cards with the Jack and 7. Lena's got plenty of equity here. Finds the call. 7 on the turn. Makes the best hand for the time being. 8 1/4 blinds in the middle. There's a whole hell of a lot of draws. DS might think about a bet. Check back the river. They say, how about we just see that river card for free? 5 of diamonds. 1-liner to a 6. Flush gets there. Front door. Jack 7 gets showed down. Takes the pot. And a 9-3 suited open for Lena. King 6. I think we just like a call. Some players go for 3 bets because we're aggressive. DS calls. We get a Jack 7-5 flop. 9-3 of hearts. Has some backdoor equity. A few straight draws. Sees a free queen of diamonds. Not what we're looking for with the old 9-3. Nope. King 6. King high good. Do we get showdown? Why not block some straights? Bets about half pot. Takes it down. King high no good. Queen 7 versus ace queen. Get an open and a call, and we're off to the flop. 2 blinds is the size. Quick call by Elena. Ace king 4 is the board. We'll see if Lena hangs in there for any bets. There's a world where queen high is good, but it's so difficult to play. Turn and river. So yeah, not here, not today. Lena just finds the fold. And we get a little break, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, coming back from break. Lena with 10-6 on the button. Is the mic working here? Work! There we go. King 6 suited, finds the call. We get a 7-3-3 flop. Fuck me, I don't think the mic's working. How about now? There we go, that looks better. Lena goes for a stab with that 10 of hearts. Backdoor straight draw to boot with the 6. Finds an 8 on the turn. That is a straight draw to the 9. Something feels off. What's going on here? Then it goes for a bet ski. Takes the pot down. We got quite the heads-up battle to look forward to here. DS versus Lena, one of the best players in the world. DS is in a bit of a spot. They got 60 blinds, plenty of chips to throw around. Gonna go for a limp strategy. 8-5 suited, limps it on in. 10-3, checks it back. 9-4-2 flop, 1 spade. Backdoor straight draws for DS. Only 2 blinds in the middle, not too exciting here. DS bets 1.5. Lena doesn't have a reason to continue. They get on out of there. 2 shit hands here. 3-5, 7 deuce. Lena goes 2.2 blinds and takes the pot down. King 7. See if we get a limp pot again. DS says no, raise it up. 6-2 in the big. Lena will let that bullshit go. King Jack for Lena. 9-3 suited. Has a little bit of playability, obviously, with being suited. No connectivity with the 9 and the 3. I think we still call and see 3 cards. E6-4, so backdoor flush, backdoor straight draw for DS. They check it on over. King high checks it back, and we get a pretty 2 of clubs on the turn. Bringing in the straight draw to the 5, and the club draw, of course, for DS. They check that shit over. King Jack will check it on back. 7 on the river. Oh boy. 3 is an interesting card to bluff with. DS finds a very small bet. Quick call by King High. Lena shows him the bad news. I don't even know if a bigger bet would have got the job done there. Interesting sizing. Anywho, though. Only 1 blind on the river. 9-5 will raise it up. 8-4. Defending the big blind. 10-8, 6 flop. DS with a straight draw to the 7. Lena with the middle pair. Flush draw. Just calls the flop bet. Ace on the turn. Perceivably a good card for DS to fire away. 8 blinds in the middle. They're going to probably go for a bigger bet here. 9 of spades. Pretty good card. Blocking 9-7. And the flush draw as well. 4 on the river. That is a nothing card for both players. 2 pair. What the fuck is wrong with me? 2 pairs for Lena. Don't even know what I thought Lena had. 8-5 maybe? Lena with 8-4 spades. Just get showdown and 20 blind slide their way. No more bluff ski. Out of DS, and that was good timing there. Lena would have found potentially even a raise on the river. Ace 4 suited. Comes in for the open. Jack 7 defends the big. We get a King 10-8 flop. DS checks their straight draw to the 9 on over, out of position. Ace 4 checks it back. 3 on the turn. Boring ass card. Nobody picks up any equity. 9 on the river. There you go. DS makes it straight, but Lena just has ace high. So it's still pretty boring. Flush completes. DS overbets 7 blinds into 4.65, and they take it on down. So what is this, like a 6K heads up battle? 530 entry. That's kind of small, right? Guess we're here for the WCOOP title. Jack 3-3 flop. Ace 9 in position. We'd see bet small, very small, 1.15, and DS takes it down. King 6, Lena opens it up. Queen 9, DS in the big blind will call. Connected, finds top pair. Lena with an overcard. Queen 8-3 has a few straight draws, but it is pretty dry. Lena goes for a small bet. Some players check raise top pair out of position. I really like a call here, if we're being honest. Check raise comes in. Lena will get the hell out of there with King 6. Ace for DS. Do we open? 2 blinds? Yes, we do. Jack 9 finds the call. Ace 8 3 flop, top pair, DS will see bet, and Jack 9 suited with the backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. Finds the call here. 8 of spades on the turn, and Lena leads out, representing 3 of a kind. DS gonna go nowhere. Do we even raise the turn? That might be interesting. DS calls. 3 on the river, double paired board. 11 blinds in the middle. Elena with Jack high, bets 12. Surely DS calls here. I don't think we want to raise the river at all. The bluff gets through. I just ate my words there and they taste gross. Oof. Jack 3 for Elena. Getting away with one there. Jack 9 of spades. Representing the full house. Goes for an overbet just by the slightest of bits. Is 12 blinds into 11. DS says, I don't want to just pay it off and see the bad news. They fold the toppest of pairs there. Goose coming to say hello. It's not very... Oh, there we go. It's right on the camera. Yeah, talking to the microphone, dude. Look how cute he is. Just make him be on the camera there. Goose, you gotta stay. Stay and watch the screen. Animal abuse. DS with a straight draw to the 8 here. Top and bottom pair for Lena. This is actually an interesting pot. Whoa, we check it on back and a jack on the turn. There is a diamond completing the flush. Straight draw gets longer and we pick up a few outs to the king. 8 on the river. That is a really, really, really long straight. 7 card straight. Holy shit. There's a flush out there. 1-liner to a 9. 20 blinds in the middle. DS bets 18.5. Tough for 10-6 to find a call here, if we're being honest. Flush gets there on the turn. Goose, you gotta stay. You're really cute. You're good for the views. Aw, you buddy. Lena might fold here. 18.5 blinds. That's what I was trying to get at. There's the fold. Lena finds it. First the bluff with Jack 9 suited. Oh my, on the double paired board, and then he finds the fold there. Flush completes. 1-liner to a 9 out there, and we got a 7 card straight for DS. They go for a bet ski. Take the pot down. Okay, you can go, buddy. See you later. Oh, we stay in. Hey, Goose. You gonna stay? What's going on here? 10-2 with bottom pair. DS with a queen and an 8. Queen 8 doesn't bluff for nothing. Bottom pair shows it down, takes the pot. Queen 9 for DS. They limp it on in. Open limp. Queen Jack 3 flop. Middle pair for Lena and a straight draw to the 10 for DS. With the overcard with the queen. Overcard to the jack, that is. Another 3 on the turn, paired board. If I'm DS, I slow rate down here. Another 3 on the river. Lena makes a boat, bets 3 blinds, trying to get called by ace high. Queen high might be curious, but probably not enough to find the call. DS does let it go. Jack 7 opens the button, 2.2 blinds, 3-5. Oh, defends the big. Interesting play here. King 5 flop. Interesting call by DS pre. Faces the quarter pot size bet on the flop. Finds a call, 9 on the turn. No equity picked up for Lena. They didn't even have a backdoor straight draw on the flop anyways. Free 4 on the river. Little pair of fives, bets 2.3 and takes the pot down. Ace 4 suited. In the big blind, we'll see if Lena comes in for a 3-bet. They do face the 2 blind open. Lena quickly calls. Queen, Jack, 6 flop. 1 spade for Lena. Backdoor straight draws for DS. They check it back and find a 9 on the turn. 9 of hearts. Pretty good looking card for DS. They bet their straight draw. King 8, 10 or a 7 would work as well. DS bets in position, takes a little pot down. 8, 9 opens, takes it down pre. 8, 6 for DS. They open it up. King 10 suited. Will 3-bet to 8 blinds. Surely just take it down. Always interesting to see the 3-bet sizing pre-flop. 8 blinds, 4x pre-flop. Interesting. We're about 50 blinds deep. When we get in a 9-8 offsuit, 3-bet. DS tries to punish him. Lena says, I got ace 5, dude. Are you sure you want to 3-bet me? I'm going to call. We get a queen 8-2 flop. Pretty good board for 9-8 with the better heart. 16 blinds in the middle. DS gets a little lucky here. Bets very small, 10%. Lena finds the call with their heart draw and the over card and a backdoor straight draw or 2 in there. Just 1 backdoor wheel draw, sorry. Anyways, we get 6 of spades on the turn. DS checks over the pair of 8s. Lena bets 6.5 real quickly. Doesn't quite size up a river jam. Interesting happening here. 20 blinds in the middle, 6.5 blind bet. Surely DS doesn't let it go twice, right? We get a clean 4 on the river. Lena blocks the flush and the straight there. 5-7 and 5-3, which is not likely. Lena could have those hands though, I suppose. Oh, it does size up the river jam. My apologies. 33 blinds in the middle, 34 behind. I thought the sizing was worse than that. My apologies. Lena knows best. Lena always knows best. Ace 2, they come in for a limp. DS limps the button. Ace 9 quickly raises. 4 blinds. Quick call by DS. 9-4-3 flop. Interesting board. We got a wheel draw versus top pair, top kicker. Lena somehow checks it over. I like a check back by Ace 2 if we're being for real here. Ace 2 finds it. Good stuff. King on the turn. Lena's pair of 9s bets half pot. DS is in a weird spot. That king is a horrific card. We still got the straight draw to the 5. We find a call. 7 of clubs on the river. Flush draws miss. There's some straight draws. Queen, Jack, Queen 10, Jack 10. Obviously some low shit like 5-6 did get there. Hearts miss. DS is thinking about a hero call with ace high and they're going to pay it off, I think. 8.5 blinds, half pot on the turn, half pot on the river. DS lets her go. Nice fold by DS. Weren't wrong this time. Ace king will open for Lena. 10-6 will defend the big blind. We get a 6-4-3 flop. Top pair for DS. Checks it over. Quick check back by Lena's 2 overcards. 4 on the turn pairs the board. DS will bet about 3/4. Is that exactly 3/4? Not quite. Anyways, Lena finds a call. Queen on the river. Very, very small bet. Flush did complete. Lena pays it off. Ace king says, I gotta see this one, dude. Pair of 6s will take that little pot down. DS is sitting pretty here now. 65 blinds. Ace jack suited. Ace 8 for Lena in the big. Sees the min raise. Don't 3-bet. Good stuff. They just find the call. King, king, 2 flop. Backdoor royal flush draw for DS. We'll go for a small C bet. Lena will find the call. We're off to the turn. 6 of clubs. Not too interesting. Not too interesting. DS bets big on the turn. Takes the pot down. King 8, Lena will come in for an open. Jack 5 defends the big blind. Jack 10, 2 flop. Lena with some backdoor straight draws, checks it on. Back 4 on the turn. Top pair. Bets about 3/4 again and takes the pot down. Jack 3 suited DS. We'll open it up and 2s. We'll find the call. No, it's a limp pot. Limp check. Jack 10, 7, 2 hearts. DS top pair once again. Really nothing doing here for 2-2, no heart. We see a 1 blind bet. Lane finds the call. Teaching me a lesson here. Eat on the turn. I thought that would have been just a quick, easy fold. 2-2. 2-2, no heart, small pot. We don't really care to put too many pennies in the middle. Leno says, yes, we do. We want to see 5 cards here, dealer. Maybe get some showdown. 9 on the river. It's a heart. Lena bets 6 blinds. DS flush completes for him. Lena overbets 6 into 4 1/4. How big does DS raise here? 24. No. 28. I was going to say a little bit smaller than 24. Doesn't really matter. Lena had 2s. There was a straight on the board, of course, but when the flush completes, it's not like Lena's going to pay it off trying to chop the pot. Ace 10, Lena opens. And just takes her down pre. 8 and a 3 for DS. King 8 suited. Lena sees a min raise, finds the call. We both find a pair of 8s. Jack 8, 9. No diamonds for DS. They check it on back. Ace of diamonds on the turn. Rainbow board. There's a few potential flop straights that would have put in a bet or 2 by now. We see a free 4 on the river. Lena doesn't even value bet the king 8. Just looking to bluff catch, and DS shows her down and loses. 5-3. Lena with the bullshit holding comes in for the open. 6-2. We'll just let it go. Ace and an 8. We get a limp. I don't understand DS's pre-flop strategy at all, but I'm not saying it's bad. It's just I don't get it. Got a bunch of limps, a bunch of opens. We're playing pretty deep poker. You would have just expected a pretty consistent strategy is what I would have expected. Top pair for DS. We'll bet 1 blind. Second pair. Finds the call. 6 on the turn. Pretty clean card for 9-7. Doesn't pick up any equity, but it's an undercard to the 9, of course. DS bets full pot. So we're a little scared, but there's a spade draw out there. There's a few straight draws that might open, like 3-4, 3-5. Oh, we just check back the river on the 6 board pairing river card? What? Flush misses? Straights miss? We lose to a 6? Some worse ace-x maybe? Anyways, DS shows her down. Takes the pot. Jack 9 with a club. Interesting little flop here for Lena. King 10, 8. All clubs. Pair of 10s for DS. Sees the 3 blind bet. Weird spot. We kind of want to call, but we don't really want to see a turn at river. 2 of clubs on the turn. Lena has the board locked up. I didn't see the pre-flop action, but there's 16 blinds in the middle and there's a small bet on the flop, so there must have been some raises pre. 6.5 blinds on the turn. DS just has to let it go. King Jack suited for DS. They open it up. Lena quickly calls 3-4, Ace 3, 2 flop. Pair and straight draw. Free 7 of diamonds on the turn. Hard to wrap much in DS's shoes if we're being honest. 6 on the river. Lena bets 1 blind. King high. Probably hero calls. Sees the bad news. Queen 2 for Lena. What happened there? I don't know. I quickly heard my cat doing something. Jack 3. Jack 3 limps it in. 10-7. Checks it back. Jack 8. 2 flop. Another top pair of jacks for DS here. They bet 1 blind. Lena with the straight draw and backdoor flush draw. They call and see a 7 on the turn, which is the upside down 9. And another 6 on the river. Sure shit, not what Lena's looking for, but they're going to go for a bluff with 10 high. They bet 1.4 blinds. DS will surely call. Could even think about a raise. There's no folding though. Eight 9 opens it up. DS with 7-6 suited. Very playable holding. They do find another value or 3 bet. Oh my lord, I'm stumbling and mumbling over all my words here. 3 bet by DS. Looks pretty cool. 7-6 suited. They take the pot down pre. 10-4 suited. DS opens to 2 blinds. 5-2 will call and see. Ooh, 5-2 3 bets. 5-2 3 bets to 7.5. Big 3 bet takes the pot down. 10-7 versus King 10. We get an open and a call, and we're off to the flop. But DS hasn't called yet, so I think we're going to get a 3 bet again. Nope, just a call. Queen 2-2 flop. Lena C bets a quarter pot. King high will call. 2 on the turn. It'll be interesting to see if Lena bets. Can DS hang in there with just king high? Free 7 on the river. That's pretty dirty, poker stars. Like, if I got king high, I'm still thinking about a hero call on the river here. Do 5.5 blinds. I think we're gonna get a hero call by king 10. Full house for Lena once again. No, king 10 just lets her go. Ace 10. I'm gonna open it up, right? 2 blinds to go. 8-2. I would fold that shit. Yeah, Lena says this is just too shitty for me to play. Ace 2, Lena limps it in. DS with a 10 and a 4. We'll check it back. Jack 9 3 flop. Get a free queen of clubs on the turn. We both got the club draw. DS with the open-ended straight draw to go along with it. They bet about 2/3. Lena calls 2 on the river. Ooh, everything misses. Lena makes pair status, but it's the bottomest of pairs. If we face a hefty bet, we might find a fold, or we could turn our hand into a big bluff. It's an overbet by DS. You know, Lena's a wizard, so we'll see if they can find a hero call, but I'm just thinking with that ace of clubs, we're going to think about turning our hand into a bluff. We blocked some hands that made 2 pairs on the river. We blocked the nut flush. Lena finds the fold. Nice hand by DS there. Putting pressure on Lena, and it works out for him. 10-8-3 board. Queen 6 of hearts. Doesn't see any hearts out there. We'll check it back, and an 8 on the turn. King 7 for Lena in the big blind. Checks it over once again. Got a free 10 of spades. Yeah, showdown, king high versus queen high. Lena takes the smallest of pots. 8-2 limps it in, ace king will raise. Interesting to see how big we go here. 5 blinds and we take it down pre. Oh, there he is. In the chords, of course. Gustav, you know you're not supposed to be in there. What's going on here? 7-5, flopping top pair. 7-6-2 board. Lena with backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw, and Goose is back in the chords. Now we have to hold on to him. Goose literally stopped the recording. What an asshole. You happy with yourself, buddy? Yeah, now I'm gonna force you to sit here. Hey, let's get you on camera. You don't care about seeing me. There's the old Goose. Hey, I'm gonna make you stay here, buddy. What's going on with the hands? King 3 versus King 3, that's kind of cool. Nothing doing, 4 1/4 blinds in the middle. Doesn't seem like any bets went in. We show it down and chop it up. No, Goose, you're gonna stay, buddy. You're gonna bite me? Fight. Let's fight. And kiss. You're still gonna stay. I'll fix the camera, but you're staying. Okay, what's going on here? Let's focus up, Brendan. King 10. Straight draw to the jack, of course. DS holds a jack. They bet. Quarter pot. Lena quickly check raises the king high. And DS with backdoor equity finds the fold. Ace king versus 6-5. DS 3 bets to 8 1/4 and takes the pot down pre. Not too exciting. Man, can you imagine if the cat deleted the video somehow? Can I just open this? No, I might just open. I just have to wait and hope it worked. Anyways, we're gonna move along. Bottom pair versus topest of pairs. 7 on the turn completes the flush. 8 on the river. Completes a few straights. 6-9, 6-4. Flush is a little bit more worrisome. 4 hearts is an interesting card for DS. They could bluff here. Top pair. Lena bets about 3/4 and just takes the pot down. Queen 5. Lena opens it up. 10-8 DS. 10-5. Holy fuck. 10-5 for DS. They just fold. Queen 5 for Lena takes it down pre. 8-2 for DS. Ace 8 for Lena. Suited and booted, ready to see a flop. We get an ace king 4 board, 1 heart. Backdoor straight draw for DS. Bet 1.2. Find a pair of 2s on the turn. Poker Stars would totally put an 8 on the river. Hey Goose, cleaning my neck. His tongue really hurts. But he's happy. Top pair for Lena, overbets on the jack. River takes the pot down. There you go, buddy. Clean my neck. Ow. 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 I think he likes the camera, dude. Or the camera likes him. Oh, look at this. Top 2 pairs versus the nut flush draw. Brendan, focus up here. Get a check raise. This is going to be a big pot. Does Lena 3 bet? They say no, we're off to the turn. 2 is interesting now because any ace gives Lena the best hand. What do you think about that, cat? 11.5 blinds. Feels like we have to call once more with the nut flush draw, but we don't like it. Right, Goose? 4 hearts on the river. That's a boring card. 37 blinds. We'll slide over to DS. They might just value bet jam. Does Lena ever a hero call with ace 10 here? Probably not with spades, right? And probably not any other ace 10, because they're not just going to show up with any other ace 10. They'll only have the ace 10 of spades. So yeah, I guess Lena just lets that shit go. Miss flush draw, not a good hero calling hand. Every once in a while you get bluffed off the pot by worse flush draws that miss, but not in this instance. It was just top 2. I don't know what it was on the river, but it was 2 pairs anyways. 10-6. Bets on the 9-9-5 flop. DS takes it down. Jack 7 opens. 10-4 folds. Is the mic working? Yeah, it is. Good. Man, I can't believe my cat stopped the video. His paw immediately went for the pause button, and that did the job. I'll try to move on from that, but it's not likely gonna happen here. Hey Goose, you a good-o? I hope the mic gets his purring, man. It's so precious. Oh, Goose though. Oh, and now you're biting me? What's going on, dude? Licks and bites. Licks and bites. Anyways, we should talk about some poker. Hey, Brendan, you're doing a commentary, not a cat video here. This isn't YouTube 2005 or whatever. 5-5 for Lena. Value bet on the flop. King 7-2 with the heart draw, backdoor, straight draw, and flush draw for DS. Gets an 8 on the turn. That's nothing card. Goes check, check. Queen on the river. Looks like it'll go check, check, and 5s will scoop the pot. 7 blinds, pretty small, but the chips matter. Blinds go up. 10-3 suited. Okay, see you, dude, but you don't get to go under the cords. No. Little pair of 3s, DS in position. We'll check it on back and pick up a straight draw to the 8. Pair of 9s for Lena. Bets half pot. Lots of draws out there. Jack 9-7-3 board. 2 flush draws. 9 of diamonds on the river. Completes the backdoor flush. Go stop, man. Hey, Goose. Yeah, stop it. So what the fuck happened? 3 of a kind bet took the pot down? Something like that. Man, Goose is ruining the video. Got a 5 and a 2. Lena open-ended. 8-7 here for DS. Open-ended straight draw. Bets 1.5. DS out of there with 8 high. Go stop. My lord. Ace 2 for DS. 9-7 for Lena. We get an 8-5-5 flop. Ace high versus straight draw. 10 on the turn. The straight draw gets really long. Any jack or 6. Deuce on the river. Little pair of 2s. DS gets showdown if they want it, and they take it. Scoop the 5 blinds. Jack 6 suited, facing the limp. Lena with the King 4, the same suit. Queen 4, 2 flop. Lena with the pair of 4s, bets half pot, and we'll take the on down. Jack 6 of clubs somehow hasn't folded yet. There we go. 4-2 suited, 3-7 suited. Both players suited and connected. Interesting. I'll raise in a 3-bet. No call here. Very spicy play by Elena. They take the pot down pre. 6-3 limps. Jack will raise to like 5 blinds. Take it down pre-flop. Um, 5-2 for DS. They limp it in. That's a real shit hand. 9-3 as well. 8-7-6 flop. Somehow both players flop a straight draw. It's open-ended. Backdoor flush draw for DS as well. They bet 1.5 blinds in position. We get a quick call. Queen on the turn. 9 high still best for Lena. Gonna be tough to hang in there on the turn here. We got 2 flush draws out there. We got an open-ended straight draw. Lena sees a pot-sized bet and does find the fold. Queen 7 opens. DS Jack 8 in the big. Six 5-3 flop. A straight draw to the 4. For Lena, they check it back. Queen high still best on the 3 turn. Turn goes check 2 on the river. Completes the backdoor flush, which we both block, and we just show down our high hands anyways. Ace queen raises 2 blinds. Lena with 4-2 just lets it go pre. King 2 limps it in. Ace 10 will raise and get a call. Unless we go too big. 4.45, quick call. Ace 9, 6 flop. 1 club for Lena. I wonder if we hang in there facing a bet and somehow ace high checks it on over. Uh-oh, Lena checks it back and finds a pair of kings on the turn. We aren't too ecstatic, but that flop check is interesting. Oh, when there's goose, I see him in the camera. Jack of hearts on the river, so queen 10 made a straight and hearts get there. I think that's about it. King Jack makes 2 pair. Somehow DS shows up with ace, pair of aces, sorry. They jam it all in. Stack to pot ratio just about 1-to-1. Lena does find the call with the second pair. Sees the bad news. Nice play by DS. Gets the job done. Scoops the WCOOP title. 32 grand for their effort. We'll see where they started this bad boy off at. 30-some blinds. Fair position. 3rd place. With a very strong final table. DS gets the job done. And I guess that's the end of the show. So if you made it all the way through, thanks for checking this bullshit out. Hopefully we'll see you in another video. And until then, adios amigos.